Yo, welcome guys. Our first episode of Beneath Oresa or Oresa? I'm not really sure. Welcome to our first episode of this. It's your boy Metro. Let's get into it. I have actually not heard of this game at all. Don't know anything about it, but I saw it on Steam and decided to give it a try. So first we're gonna start off with the help, just because I don't know anything and any bonus to me jumping in will be great. So each round you receive some pulse, whatever this guy is, and a number of cards. Playing a card, simply click on a card to play it. The card requires a target. It targets the one currently selected. Okay, cool. Targeting one rule, you always target one foe. If there is more than one, the target is outlined in white. Okay. Cycle through foes, use the mouse wheel or the left and right arrows on your keyboard. Cool. Zones. There are two zones in each area. A foe in your zone is near to you. A foe in the other zone is far from you. Okay. And then changing zones. Moving is automatic. Target a far foe with the melee attack to change zones. Okay. Cool. Let's click back. And then there's how to play as well. How to play. During your turn, spend your resources to play the cards. That's this guy right here. When done, hit the end turn button. I'm assuming that's where these are all coordinated. Foes will play out their intent and a new round will begin. So these are, I'm assuming, buff, debuff, and then maybe ranged and melee. Let's click next. So how to target, you just click on it. Oh, this is scrolling. So you scroll up or scroll down or tab. Ooh, hold on. Okay, the white outline looks like that. So it should be noticeable. That guy right there. And then we have stances. So special rule applied to the foe this turn. Well, he's in the defensive stance, I'm assuming. And then intent, he intends to melee attack. Power. These are all guesses, by the way, but I'm just going based off of the emblem. Power and status, any modifier or special ability possessed by the foe. So we'll probably figure out what these mean. And then hit points, that's the normal. So it'll tell us how many. Cool. And then for the heroes, the currency you spend to play the cards. Yes, as mentioned before, any modifier on or special ability you currently have will be 2. So it'll go there. Hit points, normal, and then guard. Protects your hit points, resets each round. Okay, cool. So that seems pretty cool. I wonder if things can go through the guard. These are two zones in an arena. Fighting standing in the same zone are considered near each other, whereas the far guy over there is far. So there's a near foe or our far foe, and then there's no specific action for changing zone to move into a zone. You must attack a foe in that zone with a melee attack. Okay, cool. So to change zone, I must attack with a melee attack. You can't do a ranged attack to a far opponent, I'm assuming. That kind of sucks, but whatever. While you are free to quit and resume your game freely outside of combat, you will give up if you quit out mid-fight and won't be able to resume your game later. Let me reread this because maybe I'm crazy. While you are free to quit and resume your game freely outside of combat, you will give up if you quit mid-fight and won't be able to resume your game. Okay, maybe in my head I like jumbled that up. Maybe I'm like slightly dyslexic or something like that. Okay, so cool. Let's start a new game. I don't feel like that gave us too much, so I'm not really sure. Oh, these are expeditions. Okay. So I think this game is like a roguelike deck builder, or like the card-based roguelike. So that's pretty cool. Remove one random non-hero card from the deck. This was +10 and -10 for HP. Add one random, whatever that emblem means, card to the base deck. And then each floor 1 combat, gain 2 guard. I think I want to do this one just to play it safe for now. That was the only thing they introduced us to was guard, and it looks like there's other heroes to unlock, or whatever they call these. I think they call them heroes. So we have all the way up until level 31, which is cool. And it kind of bounces around too, because our next unlock will be in the Guild of Runefarers. Right now we're on the Tainted ones. We have Sora. So Cobalt Curse Your virus meter is equal to the amount of virus in deck. Each fight gain a special card when reaching 5, 10, and 15. Okay, I'm assuming we'll figure out what this means, but I think it's just stacks. So every stack of 5, every stack of 15, and every stack of 10. Unleash the Cobalt Curse. Each fight gain 1 onslaught per floor. When a virus meter reaches 6, transform into a killing machine once per fight. Okay, cool. And then we have our hero cards. So we have Glory Rampage, Kill Them All, and Blazing Shift. And it tells us a little bit about them. So for Glory Rampage, if the target is far, gain 2 virus. Oh, Temporary Fury is what this is. Okay, so gain 2 Temporary Fury. Add 1 virus to draw pile, and when you play a surge, draw this card. Okay. Trait. A trait that has no inherent rule but interacts with various effects. Okay, so if you play a surge, even though it's just a trait card, I'm assuming we'll figure out how to do that, because that seems like a combo effect. And then you have Kill Them All. Add 1 virus to discard pile, gain 1 onslaught and 10 guard. Cool. And then here's a better description of the guard. So it prevents this amount of damage until the end of the round. Okay, so that's a little different. So it just prevents that amount of damage. So if it's 10, it just prevents 10. But I'm assuming if it's 12, you lose 2 HP, more than likely. And then we have, there's something called a fading under the virus section. It says if this card is discarded by the end of turn, lose 2 HP. Oh, I think it's talking about this card overall. Okay. So then we have Blazing Shift, deal 8 damage to each foe and gain 8 guard on transform. Repeat this effect. On transform, repeat this effect. So this is something good to use before you transform. So before you hit that 6 mark that it talked to us about here. So if you use it like right before that 6, that'll be good to use Blazing Shift. Okay, cool. Let's get this started. And then are these companions? Maybe. Yeah, it is. Okay, so medical combat bot, medical issue, and then it just gives us different things. All right, let's get into it. I don't want to do too much reading, although I just did a lot of reading. Kind of counterproductive, but let's get into it. I'm excited to find out what this game is actually about. I didn't do too much, or I didn't do any research at all, to be honest. I kind of glanced at like the intro trailer, but I didn't look too hard because I wanted to just come in blind. So we have fight, choose a strategy. This combat gain 1, I think this is Fury, if I'm not mistaken, or this combat gain, we'll do this because this gives us an action point. So it gives us an extra action point, and it gave us an extra card. Cool. So what we'll do, we have this is melee, this is a buff, and then this is another melee. So this guy has strength in numbers. Each round this foe gains 3 fury for each nearby ally. So he might be good to get rid of. When this foe is destroyed, a random foe gains 5 fury. Okay, so we want to get rid of this guy first, more than likely. Although these two are primed and ready to attack, this guy right here will just he already starts off with 6 fury, and this guy will end up giving him some. So the only safe kill would be this vicious bruiser over here to the right, but I think we'll get rid of the guy in the middle. So let's see what we can do. I'm sorry if I kind of paused right there. I was trying to think of what actually to do. So we don't have any far targets. Don't want to use that right now. So we can do preventing damage. We can strike. Or we can strike and draw a virus. I think we're going to strike and draw a virus. I'm not upset at that. Okay, so we go through this and let all that happen. So we have 5 damage and 4 damage from over here. It looks like this guy's going to do a ranged attack. So that is what these emblems mean as far as melee and range. And then he's planning on debuffing me. We're definitely going to get rid of this guy in the middle first. But let's go ahead and Savage Strike the guy in the middle. We'll have to take this debuff. I'm not sure what it'll be. Oh, it looks like we can attack again, maybe. So we'll gain some Cursed Vigor. We'll do that twice and get 16, and then we'll let the turn go through. Alright, so I was able to block both of those attacks, which is cool. So what does this mean? Okay. Alright, so we did that. We're gonna savage strike him, get rid of him, and then this leaves him nobody to give the fury to. So now we could just kill this guy. Cool. I think that was the actual proper plan. I was trying to see if we can use this, but apparently you can't use this stun. It just says it goes away after the turn, so that's fine. I think it just came from them hitting me, and then we'll just punch him, and that'll get us past the first stage. Cool. So now we have some upgrades, learn new techniques, or the option is to select a card. Each round, draw one virus. Okay, and then you have discard 3 cards from a draw pile for each. So for each attack card, we'll gain 3 temporary fury. For each maneuver card, we'll gain guard, and for each program card, we'll gain a rage. This seems pretty good, but getting rid of cards is also kind of dangerous because I'm not sure how many we'll actually need, but it's just a stars 3 random one, so maybe it'll come in handy. I'm gonna get it just because those buffs could prove to be useful. So it looks like we have a long way to go. Not sure how long I'm gonna make this episode, but we'll see when we get there. So we can either gain max HP and heal, or choose one of 3 anti-quorums. Let's do this, just because I don't know what it is. Love to find out. Gain 1 fury after using a 0-cost attack card. When you are wounded, a random foe takes 25 non-lethal damage once per combat. Ooh. And then when a foe is destroyed, each foe takes 8 non-lethal damage and 1. I don't know what that is. This might be. So although this one makes 1 random foe take 25 non-lethal damage, this one makes everyone take 8. And that might be really, really good. Either that or this elemental concentrator. But I think I'm going to go pain propagator. Because it's like a free AoE. All I have to do is kill an enemy and then everyone else takes damage. Okay, fight. Choose a strategy. This combat, increase your hand size by 1, or this combat, increase your max power. Let's do hand size. I don't think we're having an issue with power currently. I know we just have 3, but all of our cards are 1. So we have 8 cards in the deck, so that's what this means, and I don't know what this 6 right here means, but okay, let's go. So we'll draw a virus. I just changed areas. We'll kill this guy here. So now he doesn't have, he took his damage. So that, like, I was gonna call them squiggly lines or like octopus arms, but that is weakness, so it decreases the attack damage by this value, so it decreases their attack damage by 1. All he's gonna do is buff though. So what we're gonna do, we are going to savage strike, get rid of him, and then he's planning on buffing too, so we're just gonna attack him as well. I was gonna go for the end of rain just to check it out, but it's kind of purposeless. And now I see that if you don't use your cards, they discard anyway, so it'd probably been better if we'd use the end of rain right there. Add 1 virus card to your discard, gain 1 onslaught and 10. I think we have enough to kill him now, so there's no reason for me to do anything else besides focus on killing him. So this game is an interesting art style as well, very different from anything I've seen before, at least. But I kind of like it. It seems like simple. It's real, like, easy on the eyes. At the end of your turn, erase 1 random program card in the deck to gain 15 guard. This doesn't seem bad at all. This is a consumable. Draw 1 attack card. If the target is far, gain 6 fury or temporary fury. Gain 6 guard, draw 1 virus. This virus threshold required for the effect to be activated, deal 6 damage to each foe. Oh, this is pretty cool. But you have to be at least 3 virus. I think I'm gonna go Ferocious Charge just because it's our first high damage card. It's 17 damage. It still only costs 1, and you get that temporary fury. So then our attack value for whatever we attack with next, which could be that like regular punch that we do, it'll have 6 extra damage, which should be cool. Hopefully after a while I'm able to remember the names of these things, because it's definitely kind of hard for me to. So we can increase our companionship by 1 and remove a card, or gain 1 antiquorm and upgrade one of the 3 cards. So we can gain a combat bot card and remove a different card. I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna play it safe just for now. I don't know what I'm doing yet, so I don't want to just be getting rid of things, and I may need them. So when you play a virus, gain 1 pulse and 1 card once per turn. Okay, that's cool. It's not bad at all. And then we can upgrade a card as well. We can upgrade our blazing shifts. That'd be pretty cool. So we can upgrade it to deal 16 damage to each foe and gain 16 guard on transform, excuse me, and then repeat this effect. I'm assuming for every transformation, and then on draw gain 4 guard, or deal 12 damage to each foe and gain 12 guard on transform. There's a difference here that I'm not understanding. There's also like this W and M symbol as well. Oh, that's the difference. Okay, I didn't pay attention to the cost of the card. Okay. Blazing shift is like really specific though. We haven't transformed at all yet. I'm assuming that it'll come up at some point, so it'll probably be useful. But as of now, I think it'll probably be smarter for me to go with the curse figure upgrade. So I think I'll just do this guy to gain a virus, because right now our virus counter isn't getting high enough for us to transform. And then what we'll do, we'll increase, since we're regrouping, now we can increase our companionship by 1. I know we can get another upgrade for a card, but I want to see what the combat bot cards give you. So we have choose to gain 1 rage or virus. What's the rage? That's just a type of card, okay. And then there's also healing gel, so gain 15 guard, heal for 5, and draw rising activity, which is choose an attack. In the draw pile, draw it, cost 1 more and gain 25 damage and fading. Draw soothing vapor. Oh, that's a lot. And then this one for soothing vapor, gain 15 guard, and each foe near you takes 1 weakness, and then we'll draw healing gel. Interesting. I think our choices are really between these two. And I'm not gonna lie, that heal is like pushing it, but I think we'll go soothing vapor just because we will end up being able to draw a healing gel. I'm not sure exactly which card the rising activity is, but we'll find that out. So we'll do that because we'll be able to also get the soothing vapor as well. And then there's either no effect or lose 5 HP and then a better reward. We'll just do this. Playing a little bit risky, but it's okay. It seems like we only have 1 enemy right now, but he has over 100 health. So I have to pay attention to what we're doing. What we'll do, we'll draw a virus. That gives us 8 damage, and then we are going to use End of Rain. End of Rain is going to allow us to discard some cards. So we're going to get rid of this Curse Figure. We're going to get rid of this one, and we're going to get rid of one of the Savage Strikes. I'm not mad at that. And then he plans on attacking, so before I turn in, we're going to do that, and we're going to interfere. So we're able to block that. Now his next damage His next attack will do 20 damage, which is crazy. When this foe is destroyed, all foes heal 25 HP. That's interesting. Okay, so we have a lot to do. Our target is near us. So what we can do, we use this guy, we'll draw a curse into our hand. This kind of doesn't do anything for us right now, but most of our cards are based off of them being far, and since they're close, I think we're gonna do ferocious charge. Then we're gonna protect ourselves with soothing vapor, and then we're gonna end our turn. So we should take no damage from this. Cool. And now they're gonna try to do 22 range damage. So I have to get rid of that curse. Okay, so I need to be gaining curses. That's what it really means, is that I need to gain curses. Okay. But I need to be careful, because if you gain too many curses, then you take damage. Alright, I'm understanding more now, and I see what it was talking about. So what we're gonna do, we're going to go ahead and do that. And do kill them all. Kill them all gave us onslaught. Right now we can block 10, so we'll take 6 damage, or we can take no damage. I think we're gonna opt for no damage, and we're gonna still do that. This will give us our virus, and now our virus counter is up to 2, which we took 2 damage because we had the virus in our hand at the end of the turn, but our virus counter is up to 2 now, or our Cobalt Curse counter is up to 2. So we'll just Savage Strike it out. Savage Strike. I think we'll use 1 Curse Vigor to block the upcoming attack, and he's planning on debuffing us. We'll do these 2 and then find out what this debuff is. Oh, we didn't take a debuff because we blocked it. Okay, that's cool. Oh no, it was a stun. Okay, so it used a card in our hand, and I'm realizing what this means now. So we can do that there, and we'll do 2 punches. We'll take 8 damage. That's fine. This will be like some of the first damage we've actually taken from it. But we have to use this to get rid of it. It takes away from our curse, but it doesn't keep it in our hand, so we take unnecessary damage. And then I'm realizing that since we don't own Healing Gel, it won't give it to us, but if we owned it, it would give it to us, which is fine. But all we have to do is attack. So, either way, cool, just defeated that. I'm not sure if that counts for a boss or like a mini boss or something like that, but either way, we're on to the next thing. So deal 14 damage to a random foe near, 3 damage, or 3 virus threshold. Deal it to all foes near, and then 5 virus threshold. Deal it to all foes. That's a free 14 damage to everyone. If the attack destroys this target, gain 1 pulse, and this is 13 damage to a single target. This is pretty cool though, because then it gives us more energy to keep doing whatever. Each round, gain 2 temporary fury, then 1 random attack returns to your hand, but you need 12 virus threshold for that. I think we're going to do the Cult Siphon. Overheat Venting seems really cool. I need to do a little bit more like mental understanding of how to get my virus threshold up, although I think I'm understanding it because it says as long as we have the viruses in our deck, we should be fine. I'm not sure if it counts for the discard pile as well too though, and I think that was, or I think that was considered a at least a mini boss, because this is going to be our next boss, but we might have a choice, I'm assuming. Nothing too bad. We have a scavenge, another scavenge, and then we have an elite or regular, and we have regroup, a scavenge, another elite, regular, and then our champion at the end of that. Okay, so let's figure out what we're gonna do. So we can gain 1 anti-quorum, remove 1 card, and decrease companionship, or choose 1 of 6 cards, gain 1 unrivaled card, and then upgrade a card. I think I'm just gonna do this. That other path Didn't seem like it was very friendly. So there's a metallic skin. Each round gain 5 guard. Deal 7 damage to each foe. A random fighter gains 9 fury. It has a 75% chance to be you. So this could work against us or work for us. Gain 11 guard. Discard 1 card from the draw pile. Add 1 onslaught. Which is the onslaught card? Oh, okay. To your draw pile. Each burning incubation increases damage by 1. That's cool because there's a no post attack. Tireless assault. You have no attack cards in hand. Draw 2 cards, and that's at 3 virus level. I feel like that's easy to get to. I'm like edging on one of these two here. Or we can do a cult siphon and get another one of these. I think I'm gonna do the metallic skin. And then it says learn new technique, gain 1 card. So we have purging drive, discard up to 2 random virus cards from draw pile, for each gain 2 guard. Okay. So here we are to upgrade. And ooh. We can increase it to 20. I think I know what we're gonna do. For a 1 damage card. Oh. This one as well though. But it turns it to a 2 damage, but it'll, or a 2 pulse card, but it'll do 40. I think I have to do this. Honestly, the knockback would have been great, but I'm gonna stick with my gut on that one. All right, let's do this. When you attack a foe, it gains 2 weakness once per turn, or once per round. That's fine. And then we'll increase the level of this guy. We'll get healing gel because it allows us to draw it now. That was a no-brainer. I know I could have read the other ones, but just to continue the synergy, that's what I wanted to do. And then we're gonna do the elite. So now we have to fight a harder enemy. Is this guy right here. So when this foe is destroyed, all other foes take 65 damage. Each round a random foe heals for 10, and then when this foe is destroyed, all near combatants take 15 damage. Damage dealt to you is non-lethal. When this foe is destroyed, all okay. So they're gonna hurt me when they attack, which is fine. So we're gonna onslaught. That uses nothing. We're gonna metallic skin, so that's gonna always give us that 5 each round, which is great. After that, trying to think what we want to do. We have a considerable amount of damage they're trying to deal to us. So I think we're going to do 3 of those. That'll give us 26, and it won't block all the damage, but it'll block most of it. And we have an enemy that just moved to the far because they're attacking with range. They all just moved far, which is kind of great for us, and they didn't destroy all of our things. So that's where this comes in. That's nice. All right. So what do we want to do? I think we have to go in for this. That's fine. And then we'll occult siphon. That'll give us 1 more. Everyone takes damage. And from that occult siphon, we will... I don't want to get rid of this virus card for the sake of possibly blocking. Well, we will end up blocking more damage. We're going to use that 8, and we can at least block the boss's attack. We won't be able to block the extras, but we should have enough. Yep, and they only took 9 damage. Would have been that no matter what anyways. So that's fine. We'll use this. Alright. So now it's just the boss. The boss took damage. We only have 79 left. We have 164. We have to watch our health. Maybe next time we get a chance to increase our health, we'll do that. Please hit this. Oh, maybe we didn't have any more in our hand. I could have checked our deck before I used that. That guy. Do a couple of those attacks and then we'll stop. That gives us 28, so he couldn't do anything to us. This is great. We're still at 2 virus. What we'll do is do that. Attack twice. It stops him from being able to do anything to us, and he still has a... Well, he has a weaken now, so that's why. Otherwise, we would have took at least 1 damage. So I'm assuming this is a debuff that it gave us. So we have to take 10 non-lethal damage. If this card is discarded at the end of your turn, the cost of a random card in the draw pile is increased by 1. I kind of don't care about that at all. So I'm just going to leave it there. There's no reason to take 10 damage. What we can do, use Curse Vigor and get our curse up to 3. We can gain more guard or Savage Strike. I'm gonna leave the Occult Siphon for now. So we take no damage at all, and something's gonna cost a little more. Fine. So from here, you can Blazing Shift. I think this just keeps that in there. Yes. And we'll do that. That adds 4 now for our curse meter. So we're almost at 5, and I do believe at 6 we transform. So these viruses will start taking over my hand. I think I'm slowly getting an understanding of them, so that's great. I don't want to add one to my discard. No, this is fine actually. This is actually very fine. Then we can onslaught. That'll give us 6, and you know what 6 is? Transformation. We can Cobalt Surge. Glory Rampage again. They'll do 40, and we win that fight anyways. So that's fine. We didn't even get a chance to transform there, but that's just because we beat the boss. I do believe, at least. I hope I ended up doing that right, but I finally got us up to where we were building the virus meter. So I think I understand that more than what I was originally. So let's look through these. So when a foe is destroyed, gain 5 reconstruction. At the end of the round, heals this amount of HP and reduces reconstruction by 1. Happens once per combat. Okay. So this is pretty cool. This just gives us health back at the end of like a round of fighting. Early warning drone. On the first round, gain 3 guard and 1 card for each target you attack for the first time. This is cool. If you have no attack card in hand when a round begins, draw 1. I think we're gonna go with the health. Although those other 2 were very, very, very interesting at that. And they said we get better rewards from this. I said I was going to upgrade my health or get more health. I'm just going to do that and not think twice about it. just to get my health back. So now I'm at max, and then this kind of sucks, but we can remove a card, and I kind of want to get rid of one of these because I feel like we have a lot. And then when you play a surge, draw one virus. Okay. Ooh. This is another elite. So we'll either draw one card. Sure, why not rush? Alright, so I have 3 enemies here. And we have this foe gains 1 fury every time you target a different foe. Until wounded, this foe has 5 fury. This foe always acts first. Okay, and then this is every time you target a different foe as well. So this might be the boss here, I'm assuming, because these two both have 27 health. Okay, then also hail flees far before attacking hits you and their allies near you. Each of guys near you takes 5 damage intended for you. Oh, that's pretty cool. Although I'm just gonna be able to one-shot that guy anyways. I wish I drew this on the second turn though, because I'm gonna be too close to. Actually, I know exactly how I'm gonna play this. He's gonna die immediately. Watch this. Watch this. We're gonna run over here. Boom. Right? So we did no damage to this guy, which is fine. Why? Because we're gonna do all the damage to him. Boom. Boss is dead. Boss is dead. We have no problems. We can onslaught him. Boom. Then we already built the virus counter as well. So I did all that in my head. I promise you that is not what I was actually gonna do immediately. So we have another foe over here, which could be another boss. I think it is just another boss type of character. So we have 55 health and price of courage. When this foe is destroyed, gain 15 guard. So that's good to know. But right now we have 25 damage coming our way. We'll do a metallic skin. After metallic skin, we'll use healing vapor. That'll give us healing gel. We can get even more. See, I like that you can just combo those into each other. It's really, really nice. So we'll end our turn with that, and now we have so much guard that we'll be fine because we'll gain that 5 back anyways. So now that all the enemies are close, what we'll do, we're gonna target this guy, Cult Siphon. Since we killed him, we now gain an extra attack point to do whatever we want with, which I think we're just gonna Persian drive this guy, get rid of him. So now he has no teammates at all. Kill them all, add 1 virus, that adds another virus. So now he has no shield. And he's not gonna attack us for more than what we have for guard, and it's not debuffing us either, so that's great. It's another enemy coming, which is fine. I think that may be the last enemy. What do we want to do? That's 12 damage there. So it says it's gonna attack us 4 times. 3 deals 50% more damage as long as you're not in their zone. I don't think it's gonna be in our zone regardless. And we need to stay away from it because each time it changes zones, it's gonna gain fury. So we need to deal with this guy first. Which is fine. So what we'll do our Curse Vigor, we'll get another virus that gives us up to 3. That puts us at 17. We'll do a Soothing Vapor. We'll do a Savage Strike on this guy. We'll have to take the damage and whatever else comes with it. So let that happen. We're fine. No harm, no foul. We'll do a Kill Them All. And we can Savage Strike on this guy, and then Onslaught. That gives us another virus. We can Savage Strike one more time. Although it sucks, we're going to take a little bit of damage. And then from here, we can Savage Strike into that, into this. That ends the fight. Boom. I think we're getting pretty good at it. Although I guess this is just the first run and there's no like modifiers yet. But as of right now, I'm kind of liking it. I'm trying to be more strategic with our choices. I told you guys I really like roguelike, so learning from my mistakes and the ones that I have not yet played, at least on camera, has very much so prepared me for this moment. So when the combat begins, draw one card. It says gain or lose, but this one says draw, so I don't know why it's telling me gain or lose. Oh, it just says gain or lose cards. Okay. When you play a program card, gain 2 fury and 2 again the next round, and then each time you change zones, gain 4 guard. This is interesting. I think I might do this because that's like free. That's free guard if I play it correctly, and we might have enemies that were like that last one that like to move around a lot. So what we'll do, we'll just do first aid, heal that 5. I don't think it's no big deal. What do we want to do here? It's gonna seem weird, but I'm gonna attack there first. I'm gonna go all the way back. Then we're gonna blazing. And from there, we'll do healing gel to give us our protection, and that should keep us safe. Boom. So a random foe takes 10 damage. And adds 1 curse to the draw pile. That was our random foe. Ooh, metallic skin. We'll go ahead and take out one of our enemies. Can't really take this one out. But what we can do is protect ourselves a little bit. We'll be able to onslaught. This gives us 1. I think the longer the fights go, it's kind of easier to do these things, but it's okay. Now this one is just gone. That was probably one of the best cards we could have got, and I'm glad I upgraded it to what it is now. So this one gives us just a rage, just abrupt aggression, and then we have violent chain. Draw 1 card. If it is a virus, gain 4 guard. And then this one is corrupted jolt. If we have 7 virus, or if we're at the 7 virus threshold, we'll gain 1 pulse. Otherwise, draw 1 virus and then gain 1 virus. I am not mad at this. I think we'll do that. I don't like that it's a 2 cost at a 25, but in regards to building virus meter, I think it'll be pretty good, and I think we're gonna upgrade a card instead of getting a new one. Ooh, this is interesting about the Aniomi. So Savage Strike can get a massive upgrade at no extra cost. Metallic Skin can get an upgrade of either no cost or same cost but +2, so we'll get 7 a turn. Then we have Purging Drive. I think we're gonna do the Savage Strike. Savage Strike right now is our main attacking ability, and if we can get viruses every time we attack, that would be amazing. That knockback is also pretty good, because if we knock enemies back and then use the one that does the 40 damage, that would be That would be kind of good also. So we'll do choose 1 or 2. We kind of have a lot of cards now, so next time we get a chance to get rid of a card, we're probably going to do that. So Baleful Cycle each round. If this card is in the discard pile, return it to the hand. If we're at 8 virus threshold, which is insane. This is when they said cycle, they meant cycle, but it's only a 15 damage. I'm sure you can upgrade that, and the virus threshold cost will go down as well. Or we can do terminal velocity, which is 23 twice. So that's 46 on draw, gain 5 guard, on discard by an effect, gain 5 guard. Okay. Either draw 5 guard, or we can just get rid of it, and it'll do 43 damage regardless. Which would probably be what it's used for. So this is a boss here. Fine. Am I ready for this? So when this foe is destroyed, gain 3 focus and a card, and then add 3 forbidden names to the discard pile. And then this one has curse key, 1 forbidden name to the discard pile each time this foe attacks. Do 50% more damage if no damage received this round. So that's for both of them. And then flees far before attacking. Each time a card is erased, this foe heals for 2. Okay, I don't care about this. These 2 need to at least get hit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get over there first. We're gonna blazing shift, that'll hit all of them. After we hit them all, we still have 2. It's not smart for me to corrupt the jolt right now, because we'll take unnecessary damage early, and I'm not sure what we have in store. So although I want to use corrupted jolt and gain that virus stack immediately, I think we're just going to use curse vigor, and we're going to savage strike the low one. We're just going to try to kill. Oh, I picked the wrong one. Actually, I should have picked the one in the middle. That was a mistake, but either way, cool. So that one's always going to go further away. That's fine. These 2 are going to attack from here, but that's okay. We luckily blocked it all. And now we have this terminal velocity, but we're not going to use that. We're going to use our metallic skin so we can keep some guard up. And then from there, we are going to purge drive. I think that's fine. All we can do now is curse vigor. I'm trying to think of what was next. One of them is getting ready to debuff me, so I didn't actually take the debuff though, so that's nice. Keep attacking the same one. It looks like their abilities are changing. So we'll do a savage strike and draw that curse. We'll deal discard. We'll get rid of that because I just don't want it. We're gonna protect ourselves. I think trying to do it on the go so the gameplay is not super long, we'll be just taking some super like long turns. But once we complete this set of this run, and we're gonna call it for this episode. I know the episode's getting kind of long. It's not on purpose, I promise. I don't want a random card in my hand to be erased just yet. So I think what we'll do, we'll attack the one with 80. That's the tough part. This one is gonna do more damage if it's not in our zone. But we could get this one super low. I think we're just gonna do that. We're gonna have to take that L. Do that. We can get rid of a random card, and we got back a card, but it didn't matter anyways. It gave us back a card that cost nothing, then it would have been nice, but it didn't. We're at 3. We're not going to use this. These two need to be attacked this turn. So let's figure out. Oh, we can't do that this turn. That's gross. Okay. Well. So. I'm going to go ahead and attack you. We're going to gain. We're going to do that so we don't take unnecessary damage. This is going to hurt, but kind of is what it is. I'm not upset at my choices here. These guys are pretty tough, so maybe I spoke a little too soon. I don't think we're gonna be too bad of shape, but I'm only getting close to getting rid of one. So let's find out how this actually ends. So we'll do this Encouraging Drive. It gets rid of one of these, and I think our biggest concern now is that one over there. Oh, we need to stay in this zone. Okay. We can gain that. That foe gains 2 fury, sure. They're gonna do a little bit more damage. Do that as well. Then every time we're using these cards, oh, because they're fleeting. Okay, so this is making a lot more sense. And also draw 2 cards or add a virus card. I think we're gonna go for the damage. We haven't done damage all turn, and that'll stop it from healing. I need to be careful about using those fleeting cards as well. So, and we're here. Not gonna leave this zone. I only have 10. May as well do this. Do the damage. It's at 51 now. We're gonna have to take whatever we get from that. Which this is full, so now we could do that. It'll put us at 20. Not really enough to save us from anything. We could use that, and we can use Kill Them All. So this is just gonna purely protect us, but we could do a little bit of damage. Got 43 block here. So it saved us some heartbreak there. So we can do this into Occult Siphon, into Cobalt Surge. And then we'll go back into that. Giving us a chance to select a card. I don't think we killed it, did we? So this burst is just gain 2 pulse, gain 3 cards, and 4 fury. This is insane. Or we can erase each virus in the deck, gain 3 fury, and each round gain 7 guard. When a virus is added to the deck, gain 1 onslaught. Do burst. Oh, this is just like in the moment. Oh, because I hit 6, so I did transform. Okay, that's cool. Since I transformed, it gave me a card, or let me choose a card. And now I'm stronger than what I was previously. Nice. Have a chance at doing a lot more damage here. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 19 block. Should be more than fine. Do that attack. We'll do that 40, and that's it. It says select one or reveal the next. At the end of the first round, take 5 length of damage and increase my max pulse. Just going to get rid of this though, and I think I just want that. Although I could have found out, I could have just roulette it, did a little Russian roulette, and found out what I was gonna get next. I decided not to. So I think we're gonna. No, it told me something about ending while I was playing. I don't want to give up, but I think we're gonna end this episode here. We're gonna come back for another episode later. This episode is getting kind of long. I don't want it to be over an hour. So thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also leave comments down below if you have any more gaming suggestions or any suggestions or tips in regards to this game. Thank you much for watching. Bye-bye.